Yes, guys, welcome back. Happy Sunday to you all. I hope you've all had a great weekend. Hope you're all rejuvenated and ready for the trading week ahead, guys. Obviously, the US government is still shut down, so yeah, we do have USD news, guys, but it's probably not much is going to happen. Um, this week is pretty relaxed in terms of news, guys. We got some Canadian CPI on Tuesday. Wednesday's chill out day. Thursday's chill out day for a change. Usually it's rammed. Friday's a bit busy. Well, Friday's very busy actually. CPI, flash, manufacturing, PMI, German. Guys, Friday. Friday's the day to watch out for next week by all accounts. So, guys, let's dive into it. All right. So, guys, here we're going to look. We're looking at the US dollar from a daily perspective. Okay. And the real, well, this demand down here, we had a really good reaction off of this weekly demand. That's what this tap was down here into weekly demand from all the way over here. Um, Guys, I'm saying that we are going to be getting, these are my new supply and demand zones, guys. Um, Marking them as we go. These are new supply and demand zones. Previously, guys, I had all of this marked up as an area of consolidation. Go back through my videos and you'll see that this here that I'll highlight this was consolidation back in August, and then we broke out, come back in. Let's change that color to white. There we go. This was consolidation back in August, guys, and we waited for the FOMC meeting to get the catalyst to the weaker dollar to tap into the demand for then the strength of the dollar. With what's been going on with Trump and China with tariff wars and all sorts of stuff, guys, basically we're going to be seeing a weaker dollar. That's what I'm saying going forward. I'm happy to say that I can see a weaker dollar coming forward based on the economics of America and the politics of the world. Basically, it just makes sense, guys. So what I'm waiting for on the US dollar would be a tap into supply and then a pull down. Basically, I think this daily will get blown out the water. It's been tapped over here as well. So yeah, dollar weakness on the horizon, guys, going forward. And this supply up here is very key. This area, guys, I can't stress enough, is a very key turning point at the moment for the US dollar. We're going to see the dollar weakness from this point, or we're going to see dollar strength from this point. And personally, I can see that we're going to see dollar weakness. So oh, let's keep an eye on that, guys, over the weekend, over the next coming week. Sorry. Um, Australian dollar. So we've blown this demand out the water, which is fine, but we are now consolidating. Um, we are now consolidating. So there is a bit of demand down here, guys. That is some a nice bit of daily demand. But this would be then like the third tap of this demand zone or down in this general area. If we look at this whole area as a rule of thumb, you know, this is going to be another tap down, and there's only a certain amount of times where price is going to come before it actually breaks that particular area, guys. So, you know, again, the Australian dollar is at a bit of a turning point, guys. We could be seeing some weakness to come or some strength. We're at a very key area from a daily perspective. The British pound, we're in the middle of no man's land. We're coming away. We nearly got the gap fill. We're now pulling away. I can imagine next week with the British pound news, we could come back down and get the gap fill. Let's jump straight in on the FX, guys. So this is the Euro Canadian dollar. We're waiting for some strength getting up into supply at the top. What's this? This looks interesting. Euro Japanese yen. So, guys, Euro Japanese yen. Hang on a minute, guys. I don't like these colours. That's a bit better. That's a bit brighter. There we go. Euro Japanese yen, guys. some people in my groups took the what you call it, took the shorts from here. It's been a slow old process. This gap was because the Prime Minister of Japan was elected a few weeks ago, so that gap still needs to be filled. No more to say about it, guys. To be honest, the trade is in play. Oh, look at the revamp in Discord, guys. Look at our little revamp we got going on now. How good it all looks. I love it. Yeah, so Euro, Japanese yen, nothing there. British pound, Swiss franc. Flipping gone low. Guys, British pound, Swiss franc, potential buys because this is like ridiculous all-time lows. Cleared all of these lows now, down all the way down there. I didn't see that. Be quite interested to get in on a trade on this. So yeah, British pound, Swiss franc, guys. Probably a lot of consolidating, but slowly but surely, I think we're going to go that way. So yeah, we're going to keep this on. British pound, Swiss franc is a great pair if you're a new trader, guys, because it's really nice and slow. New Zealand dollar, British pound, daily, all-time highs. Yeah, I said about this. A few of the lads have said, "Oh, look, are we going to think about shorting this?" I mean, guys, it was tempting, but look at the power we're coming up from, and the supply is up here. The supply is all the way up there, guys, and judging by this is weekly supply, okay, guys? Judging by this, guys, we're not a million miles away from it. So I feel like we need to be patient with the British pound, New Zealand dollar, but this is a potential nice little idea we got going on here, guys. I think we'll come up deep, but yeah, we'll have a look at that when we cross that bridge when we get to it. It's going to take a week, 2 weeks to get there, but guys, this has got some potential. Euro USD. Where's Euro USD? Euro USD. Yeah, guys. Euro USD is obviously all reliant on the dollar futures at the moment. So let's get up this. We've hit last week's volume area high, basically, guys, and rejected from it. So personally, we've got some nice 4-hourly demand here. We are on the 4-hour time frame yet. We've got some nice 4-hourly demand sat there. Now, we've also got demand below it, and we've also got demand below here. So guys, this is no stress. Euro USD trade ideas. I feel like the first tap on here is going to be a trap. I feel like we're going to get some follow through and then we're going to whip down. Take out this. So don't be hesitant. No, don't be hesitant, but manage your risk and be sensible about it. It's a good trade if you want to take buys on this first 4-hour demand zone. You're on the point of control line as well, guys. So we could get a very nice reaction and it would be a nice pullback as well from a high time frame perspective. You know, we're going up, we're pull back, and then we're going to continue going up. But if this doesn't hold, guys, don't stress. We've got this one down the bottom. So this is what I'm looking out on the Euro USD going forward for next week as well. Obviously, this is all going by the dollar itself, the DXY. Last week when we spoke about my analysis for the week ahead, we concentrated a lot on agricultural markets like cocoa. Going to be interesting to have a look at that in a sec, guys. But with the FX, there is moves on the horizon. I do like this potential setup for the Euro USD, guys. What else? GJ is another one I've got on my watch list. So with GJ, guys, I'm waiting for that. Okay, I'm not happy to sell anything here. I mean, yeah, we have more 4-hour supply here as well, but whether we get a retracement from it or not, I don't know. This could be acted as a trap. So yeah, we could come up, get all these highs, get all these stop losses, and then up we go, and then down we go. Grab all the institutional orders. We do have a lot of low volume up here as well. But guys, bearing in mind, look at the massive gap we've still got to fill on GJ. One big void in the market there, guys. That does and will get filled. It's just a matter of time. But you get yourself positioned right on GJ for shorts, guys. That is a fantastic target to aim for. So bear that in mind. And yeah, good luck if you decide to take the trade. I'm trading NASDAQ a lot at the moment, guys. The NASDAQ, I really like trading the NASDAQ. GU, similar scenario, guys. Everything's around point of control from previous week volume. Very interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. What else? AUD, NZD. So we've broken below previous weekly volume. We've closed back in it. We're respecting it. We're around the pot line. Yeah, shorts on this long term, guys. But it's going to be this play. This touch now should be minuscule, and then see you later to the downside, basically, guys. But yeah, AUD New Zealand dollar shorts as well, guys. I really like the look of. I will screenshot all these and put them in the group for you all as well. But it does help when someone's talking about them as well. Right. So NASDAQ, guys, I've been having a lovely time on the NASDAQ, to be honest with you. I think it's great to trade. Scalping it, like intraday trading it. Yeah, I'm enjoying the NASDAQ. For long term, guys, I think it's just going to go up and make all time highs, to be honest. I think the NASDAQ has got some serious upside potential. I mean, look, Friday we had we have 4 hours of bang on bullish movement. I mean, look at the daily, look at the candle, the wick to the downside, and now the power we've come up with. So you would expect some follow through on that one, guys. We would expect to see some follow through on the NASDAQ tomorrow, well, tonight. So just bear that in mind. And then we do obviously have supply up here as well, which we have to be very mindful of. You know, this is a bit sus, to be honest. I'm looking at this now, guys. A bit lucky, really, on these buys last week. Look, is it me, right? But I'm looking at this below here thinking, is this still a big gap open? Like all of this? It looks like it, doesn't it? And we're trapping people here. People are trying to sell to close the gap, and it's at the same time, price is rejected off of it again. That's really interesting, guys. Do you know what? Before the week's out, I think we're going to visit this area again, and it will trap people. I think people are going to be sat here again waiting for the buys, but then next time it's just going to go wallop. I wouldn't be surprised if it clears this low here before it then decides to go up. So that's something to bear in mind, guys, for the NASDAQ, all right? Just bear that in mind. Bitcoin had these buy zones marked up. We've had a nice reaction off of the first buy zone. This is our first hurdle. I think we're going to break these, and then this is our first, basically, higher time frame supply line. And then we got another supply above it. So Bitcoin's on the way up, guys. How far we go, who knows? Look on the daily. We have literally minuscule on the wider version of this big daily demand down the bottom here. Do you know, like that is minuscule. So, guys, Bitcoin's one of them at the moment. That's a very nice daily candle coming up. That is institutional power, that is pushing that. So that's good to see. But just keep in mind of this, guys, which I'm just going to point out to you. We'll start it from here. So we got this structure here. We got the downside structure. We got the upside structure. We got the downside structure. We got the upside structure. We got the downside structure. Right. This downside structure has broken all these lows now, guys. All these lows have now been broken. So you would like to think uptrend now invalid. We are now starting the new downtrend. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Don't be holding Bitcoin thinking you're going to get up to new all-time highs, because we need to create some form of market structure for the confirmation to show us that we are going to continue to go up, or it's just going to be a daily high time frame pullback. So that's just a bit of food for thought there for you guys. Something to bear in mind there with Bitcoin. Um, the agriculturals, we gave some good ideas out on these. Yes, so wheat, guys. This was a zone that people were waiting for buys, and we are now in it. So if people are in these buys on wheat, guys, happy days, pat on the back. Weekly, yeah. Look how deep we've come into this weekly demand, guys. Like I said the other week, looking at these 2 arrows, this demand is a key turning area now. We're either going to see wheat gain in value or lose value from this point now. Judging by last week's weekly, we're seeing some nice rejections from the downside. So I can imagine wheat's going to gain in value, guys, for a little while. Looking at that. Cotton, no, rubbish. Corn, playing out nicely. Cocoa. Yeah, cocoa. Cocoa's hit our first demand. We've had a nice reaction off of it. We're pulling back. This is very early days, guys. The cocoa long trade is very early days. We haven't really seen any nice reaction off of this demand yet, guys, but hopefully in due course, we will see it. Just remember, risk sensible, guys. And you can't really go wrong as long as you manage your risk. As long as you risk sensible, guys, you will then keep emotion out of your trading, and the emotional side is the hardest thing to keep out of trading. But if you stick to your plan and you stick to sensible risk management, then the emotions shouldn't really get involved. So that's a little tip for you guys. Okay, so just take that on board for next week when you go trade in and make a few trades. Just bear that in mind. Always ask yourself the question of, am I going to be happy to lose this money on this trade? And you should all say yes. And then happy days. If you make money, you make money. If you lose money, you lose money. Happy days. It is what it is, guys. But yeah, cocoa longs, guys. I like the longs on this for sure. I gave this out a few about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Oh, that's nice. I've been away with the fairies. I've been keeping an eye on coffee. But yeah, the idea on coffee was, yeah, we filled this gap and then got a short. So coffee's in play, guys. For those that took coffee shorts, happy days. Pat on the back. Bum, 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 bum. Just going to check a couple stocks, guys, and then that will be it for this evening. I've got 1,000,001 things to be doing, to be honest, tonight. Well, I've been stopped all day. This is the first time I've had to sit down all day. Hadn't stopped. So we're gonna just go over a couple of stocks, guys, Nvidia, Google and Apple, and then we're gonna call it. But then next week I'm gonna definitely get an update video done for you all. I'm gonna start posting more regular on my YouTube. Other things have got in the way at the moment, and it's a bit frustrating, really. When you're trying to push on several platforms at the same time, you can neglect a few things, but it shouldn't be like that. So, but Apple, guys, with everything which is going on, we're at all-time high territory. We've had some nice pullbacks. This doesn't look like it wants to go down anytime soon. Looking at this from now a daily perspective, we've pulled back. We've created, support, demand as well. Now with this next one could nice follow through. So Apple could be on its way to the high life again, guys. So just keep a little eye on that one, and then Google. All-time highs. So a lot these stocks, guys. I think we're going to have to put stocks on the back burner from analysing over the next week or two because they're just all-time highs and there's nothing really to have a look at them with. I mean, crude oil's a tricky one, guys. Yeah, crude oil is a bit of a tricky one, guys. Well, it isn't a bit of a tricky one. It's a frustrating one to say the least. But concentrate on this here at the minute, guys. Um, this whole area, don't worry about this green line. This area here, concentrate on this. We've come down here several times now, 3 times now. And there's a lot of people that are going to be positioning themselves on these buys. Um, I don't really trust it. My original buys on crude oil was up here, filling this gap here. The original buys was this, filling this gap here, and we got this nice reaction, but now we've just come crashing down. This is sticky situation time now with crude oil. And I think this is going to act again as a perfect trap scenario. I think everybody's going to be jumping in a lot of buy positions from this point onwards. And crude oil is just going to say thank you very much and just go wallop and take everybody out. And then the real demands is this one, and this one. So these are the zones that we need to pay close attention to. So unfortunately, guys, patience is needed on crude oil. Again, unfortunately, I know people like trading crude oil, but yeah, there's no getting around it, guys. Patience is key, unfortunately, with crude oil. I think we wait for weakness to come, and then make a judgment call from when we get down to these areas. Basically, um, guys, I'm staying away from metals. I can trade them, but I'd rather not. I don't want to look at them and don't really want to analyze them. If people want me to going forward, then I'm happy to do it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to continue to look at precious metals, guys. But unless you say otherwise, I'm probably going to keep it on the back burner, to be honest. Is there any AUD USD? AUD USD, guys, interesting. So again, we're on the daily. We're on the daily. We have daily demand, which has been tapped. And no, it hasn't been tapped. No, it hasn't been tapped. It's nearly been tapped. We've also got sort of supply. We'll mark the supply as well. May as well make it look good, doesn't it? So, guys, remember I was saying this is mimicking the Australian dollar quite a bit. Remember, this is probably going to act as a trap area, guys. People are going to be waiting to load up on buys on here for that. Personally, guys, I'm going to wait for this. On the Australian dollar, US dollar, I'm going to wait for that. But then when we do get around this area, we have to pay close attention to it. Because I say it a lot about clean moves and clean candlesticks. When this green, line gets broke, I can imagine it's going to be a very quick, sharp move to the downside. So if you do enter buy positions around this area, just be sensible with your risk. There is a good chance you could get stopped out on these attempts on this trade, guys. And if you do get stopped out in this area, taking these trades, do not stress it. Do not get FOMO. Don't try to rush yourself back into it. Wait. I want you to wait because we will probably get this and then we've cleared all of this. That is clear and this is clean. This will be wallop down to there. And then when we get down to there, guys, what do? This is a very big demand zone. We sit down here and we wait for this price to come to us. So this is a good trade. So this is a very good trade on the horizon, guys. This is one that I'm going to also screenshot and put in the group for everybody. It's got a lot of potential. Obviously, only when we break these lows if we don't get, get the reaction that we want. Okay. So we've covered Euro USD, GJ, that, Euro, Japanese yen, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, no, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, no, New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Yeah, we're on our way into this big daily zone here, guys, on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Very similar scenario to the New Zealand to the US dollar Australia dollar. This is, or AUD USD. Very similar scenario. This is, guys. Right, guys. That's it for this evening. I will screenshot the trade ideas individually as well and put them in the group for you all. But yeah, just a bit of a quickie this evening, guys. I've still got to try and sort out something in Discord, which I need to work out how to do it. But yeah, I'll suss it out in a minute. But anyway, guys, have a fantastic week. Be sensible. Remember, trading is a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint. You want to be in it for the long game. You want to preserve your oxygen, preserve your capital. Okay, bear that in mind. Um, take it on board, and I hope you have a brilliant week. Hope you have a profitable week, and I will see you in the week, guys. I'll catch you later. Cheers.